before he gets the guaranteed Calcite Queen head, he gets a Calcite Queen head. You just can't make that shit up, man. There is 148 slated units. The reason I'm recording this is because now that
nearly 25 minutes.
How'd you go?
Yeah, nearly 25
Good.
minutes. So it's a bit longer on that one. I tried to do a workout, but it's longer than what you think. So
Yeah.
slow and steady. That's how I go.
That's have to do it, and I always say to people, even if you come in tomorrow, do 26 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
and then next week you might be on 30, and then go from
get
there.
better, so,
You will.
I'm not pushing myself. So.
One of the girls reach out for the first PT session.
No.
They haven't yet. Do you know who?
Tall girl, tall brown hair.
Oh, Emma.
Mary. No, I haven't had a phone call.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll touch base. I know one of our trainers was back in Adelaide last week, so it'll probably be Hannah. So I'm sure Hannah will probably reach out in a day or two.
That's okay.
Done. I'll pass that on now. Thank you.
See ya.
All right, so let's begin. So, daily chart. See what the fuck is going on. I already have this set up. And so we have this inefficiency. We got start over. Yo, Godspeed, you recording this? Hello, can someone talk so I can see if in case. Yeah,
Yeah, mic check.
perfect. All right, yeah.
Good.
Volume on these like AirPods is hard. All right. So first, I'm gonna look at the daily chart and see what the macro of price. Let's go to the weekly chart first. It's a new week. See what's happening on the weekly chart. If price is hitting any type of. There's a lot of liquidity down here. See if price is hitting any type of good. I like this area here. It's like empty to catch a short. This price came below here and never returned back. So this is kind of hard to trade these unless we get a confirmation of a reversal here. So just gonna keep going down and see if we can find a trade. This looks like it just wants to keep dumping. Daily chart isn't really giving us. Let's see. So Monday. Monday we had a bearish. Let's say this is a consolidation. We could potentially keep chopping this. Have this return to order block here. All right, so let's go London, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2, 5. So, so the London kill zone, we're about to hit it. So the Judas swing usually comes in the London kill zone. I'm gonna keep dropping, and I'm gonna do a couple things. Here's the Asian session. So we have 4 p.m., 5, 6, 7, 8 at 8 p.m. here. We have p.m. to 12. It's your London range. 12. Okay, how many pips? 18. Let's go for four PM. This range is 12. We will not use this range. So we need to use all the way to we'll use this range. 36. Okay. So now we want to project where the expansion for the week is going to be. Okay. Negative 1.5. Negative 2. Negative 2.5. Negative. These are swing projections. So we're going to try to guess where this is going to reach to from here. We rated this low. It's 1 hour, 1:30 right now. All right. So we have a breaker here. I'm gonna take this here. I want to see if this move is completed. Boom. There we go. So this move here, this leg down, was completed at 8.5 standard deviations. And it falls in perfectly. This is 10474, and the bottom of this candle is 104814. I would love to see this low taken. All right, so we have a bullish bias. Let's go back and see what the daily is talking about. It's bearish. This candle looks bearish, like it wants to dump. And when I see that, I see that everyone else, aka the 99% of people trading this asset right now, are probably thinking that same thing. I want to play against them. Because the 99% doesn't make money. So I think this is gonna reverse bullish. There's a lot of inefficiency here. So now let's see where the deviations take me. So we have this here for a potential target. We have this here for a potential target. Well, let's just play. Just take all of this. All of this. Victory. All of this. I'm gonna put in a folder, and it's gonna be renamed 15-minute time frame. Now if I remove this, April 14th. Here. And so this is a 4-hour chart. Okay, makes sense. 1 hour. 0. 0. Perfect. Seven, 8, 9, first. Alright. So I'm trying to draw this candle out. So Sunday price opened and traded down. So we opened here. Monday we opened here. All right. have here? My favorite trade. What do we have here? So we have price under the Sunday opening price, under the Monday opening price. I'm gonna again to work the Monday opening price, dropping to an inefficiency order block mid threshold, and right in the inefficiency. So now this is a good position, a good spot to look for a long position. So we could say that the weekly Judas probably is coming on. It came on Monday. So I want to look for a buy here with my stop here. If I take it here, if I take the position on the hourly chart, it would look something like this. Here. Targeting all this liquidity up here. But depending on the risk you want to take, you can also do something a little more conservative. Drop it here. And that'll be a 3-to-1 rather than an 8-to-5. So this, obviously this has more room to allow price to go below what you intended to risk. So for a position like this, I'll probably do a 1 lot. For a position like this, I'd probably do a 3 lot. So I'd risk more money here, and I have a higher percentage of losing my money, but it'll almost be the same as me risking a 1 lot here, because 3 of this risk is like here, 3 here. So that's how you got to kind of look at when you're risking. 3-to-1 is like if you have 30% accuracy on 3-to-1, you pretty much can make money on 3-to-1 catching trades like this. So I'm gonna go down because I want to get a more accurate entry. I could say you guys can use paper trading to place trades. There we go. 30 stop loss 10. So that's how we do it. If this gets stopped out, I'm waiting for 2 a.m. I should be trading after 2 a.m., but I saw an opportunity here potentially, so I'll put some small risk on it. Usually, when I trade London, I'll have 3 trades, for example, and then let's say those 3 trades are $500 of risk each. That's 1,500, and I'm looking to make 1,500 per trade. So if I win 1 out of those 3 trades, I would be in profit. So you guys saw like everything that I pretty much you see how this swing projection here lines up before standard deviation perfectly. We could get even crazier or something like that. Let's just go here and watch this, how it plays out. This is a 15-minute chart, so every candle is 15 minutes. Again, this takes a lot of patience to sit there, you know, and wait for your move to play out. Usually I find the moves and I just like put my wrist on and I'll go to sleep. For this one, I want to see if I'm wrong during the London kill zone. And if I'm wrong, I would like to get it in on the right side of the market. But look what just happened there. Look at that reaction. You know, to those confirmations and all right, who the fuck is that?
It's Knit Yam.
Mute. Goodbye, bro. You know they're chopping wood or some shit. All right. Which is why, like this, to me, this looks good based on like the position we got in and why we got in, which was the inefficiency here, and then the protection from this order block. An order block is basically the down candle before an up move. So this up move here, this is like the down candle. This is a 15-minute chart. Usually, go to a 30-minute. This is what an order block usually looks like. But as you study them more, you understand like, you know, this move here is an order block in a larger time frame. So that right there is your order block. Back to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna like to use this. That's why this is here. Price filled in the void, the inefficiency, and is now rejecting off that price. Now we have equal highs here. So seeing that Judas usually makes people get into the market on the wrong side, I feel like I'm right here, but I'm keeping in mind Judas, the Judas swing, and the potential of me being wrong. Like, I don't ever think I'm 100% right. I flip-flop positions all the time. As soon as I see a confirmation of something, I can easily swap out of the position and get on the right side. So let's say it's about to hit 2 a.m. here. London kill zone starts at 2 a.m. So there's a higher percent chance that Judas comes after 2 a.m. So if this isn't the Judas swing here, which is usually not when it happens, then potentially I could be on the wrong side, but I'm already in the position up $21. If I'm on the right side, right? Like right now, I think I'm on the right side. So I'm building confidence in myself, like most traders would. Like, shit, I caught the bottom. Oh my God, I'm gonna hold this shit to the moon. Right. Judas comes and paints you a new fucking picture. So if that was the case, what would be that picture? And how would it be painted? So now we need to find where that might be. Here it is. Inefficiency. You never really filled it. And what did this create? It's created buy side liquidity, which the institutions want. So Judas swing, 12 a.m. This came down. Goodbye. So we could probably see this. And then the real move for the week, which would be really nice. Oh, and which would be really nice if we caught this move down to one. This is one standard deviation, two standard deviations, we could say. So this could be a good target. So the thing with trading is that you have to be nimble on the chart. You have to understand that anything can happen. I'm just gonna watch this here. I'm gonna bring this take profit down here, modify, and then I'm gonna add create a sell right here. So we'll do 500,000, which is a 5 lot with a 10 pip stop. Let's do 15 pips stop, and no. Let's go for 50 pips, and then we'll do a 15 pip stop. So now we have these positions here ready to get triggered. So normally what I do is I go watch some anime, come back, watch some TV, come back and see, it's a 15-minute candle. It should take 15 minutes for each candle to form. So I'd go watch something, do something, and then I'll come back like every 30 minutes and just look at the chart to make sure, if I'm right, if I'm wrong. Once I'm in the position, I'll just completely step away once I've confirmed bias. For the week, this could also be the Judas swing for the week that formed on Monday. So I'm also keeping that in mind, that this could be the Judas swing trapping buyers bullish, and now this is just like a continuation of the downtrend. So there's a lot of factors that play in technical analysis, and you just want to really set them all on the table and then lean towards the highest probability scenario. Like this could be the weekly Judas, and now we're just looking for the daily Judas. You saw here 12 a.m. It came down, shot up. People thought, oh, this is the Judas here, but no. The bigger move, the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. This is when it usually happens. For example, if I say this same move, right? This same exact move, if it happened here. Same kind of pattern, right? Price came down a little bit, then shot up, and then ultimately started going down. 12 a.m. price came down a little bit, shot up, maybe to our target, and then started trickling down. So the skills get better the more time you spend on the charts. That's why I tell people to do like 1 minute chart, just because it's faster. I go to the 1 minute chart. It looks like crazy, you know, like I could trade this. Here we have again, right? A low created, high, break of the previous low to make a lower low. If this breaks here, we could potentially see a return because this will turn into a breaker. On a 5 minute chart, it'll be more prominent. If it does happen, then we could very much reach this liquidity at the top of this little block right here. So we could very much take out these equal highs here. Just gonna watch and let price do what it wants to do.
Nutrition. Okay, George, we've known each other for talking about a brand new product. It's a protein powder with CBD inside the protein powder. First to market, it's exciting. But you told us off camera that if you go to health and nutrition trade shows, the three biggest things that are being talked about presently are CBD and collagen product. And what was the third? MCTs. Medium chain triglycerides. So there's certain fats that you find in coconut, in palm, that are medium chain length. So there's long chain fats, olive oil, example. Fish oil is a very long chain fat. And then there's short chain fats.
So we're just gonna let this chill and hang out.
Certain fatty acids have been known to help the body create ketones, which help boost your brain, help with burning fat, so it's a fat that burns fat, and can help balance.
What was the definition about, you were saying Judas something?
The Judas swing. It's basically it's a move that happens almost every day, every week, every month, every year. The goal of the move is to trap people in the wrong direction.
Gotcha.
So people, like if you see ETH going up, you say, oh, it's bullish, let me get in. The Judas swing usually humbles you really quick. And that's usually when you see people say, as soon as I buy, price goes down. That's usually they got caught in a Judas swing. So the Judas swing usually happens in the first third of every candle that's forming. So if we're looking at a day, you know, this is one whole day of price action. and if we split it into 3 parts, the Judas swing usually will happen on the first third of the price action. So all this price action is one candle on a daily chart. So here we're trying to catch the Judas swing for the day, which I think is going to come up here. Take out this liquidity. This high, this high, this high, this high. There's people here that shorted. Like earlier, I shorted here. No, here I shorted. 2 positions, 10 lots, made like $3,000. I shorted here. If I didn't close a position, I would have, I would have got caught here again. All of this is happening towards the end of the day. So now I want to see what the start of this day is going to look like. And if we can catch a Judas swing, then that's something that I will hold until about 5 a.m. And then I'll try to catch usually in New York, you'll have like a 70% retracement or a rate of a higher low. I'll close my position for London session at 5 a.m. And then New York session comes along and I'll look for a 70% retracement. Because 5 a.m. is usually the reversal of the London move. And then price starts climbing to that 70%, to then drop again during New York. So London session, the institutions have a trade. And then New York session, when New York wakes up, institutions have a trade.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so this is really just like me charting a session so you guys can see where my head's at, like when I'm looking at this kind of stuff. Most traders would say, there's a low here, there's a low here, and then support to resistance here. But looking at the macro, this is a 5-minute chart. This isn't going to look like this on an hourly chart. So people get lost in the lower time frames and forget, look at that, and then forget the higher time frames hold more weight to them. These charts are just information. Every candle has information in it. When you're getting your information from the higher time frames, it's more likely to be true than from the lower time frame. Like if you're trading a 1-minute chart, you notice a lot of the times you get all these confirmations and price would still like take their stop out or just do crazy shit. But when you look at the 15-minute or the 1-hour chart, it doesn't look that crazy. So it's all about like, you gotta be one with all the candles. Like understand that price is fractal. What's happening on a daily chart looks very different on a 15-minute chart. And the more you understand that, the more you start, like this shit just starts to like etch inside your brain. And you can look at a daily candle and know exactly how the price action looks on a 15-minute chart. It's not easy.
So how can I?
Mm-hmm.
Godspeed, you recorded this, right? Yeah, he's not even here. $25 in profit. This move, I'm not really worried about it. Like, this is like a baby move. Like, this is only. It's 20 pips. I mean, you know, if you could catch 20 pips a day, you could make money. When I first started, I only did 10 pips a day, just to practice taking profits. It's 2 a.m. We're officially in the London session. So London's waking up. They're putting their trades in. Other institutions, big money's in the market right now. There's more volume right now than any time. So these moves will start to become quicker. And the volume sets in.
Do you watch any kind of volume coming in and out?
I don't, because the volume's there for a fact.
Right.
This is the oldest traded market in like fucking history, you know? These moves happen forever, and people just. The human want to be right is the biggest downfall of man. And that's why these markets keep, swinging. People want to be right. You hold a JPEG, you think it's going to the moon, you hold it to the dirt. You want it to be right. When you're right, you feel like Superman. When you're right, you feel like Superman, and then when you're wrong, you feel like you automatically justify why you were wrong. And then say to yourself, if I don't do that, I'll be right next time. And that's what keeps people inside of markets. Look at NFTs. There's people that have never turned a profit, but they're still here because they tell themselves that they know what they did wrong. And if they did not do that, they would be profitable. Like when you tell yourself, damn, I should have sold the top. If I would have sold the top, I would have had 2 ETH. That 2 ETH is imaginary. It never came. Now you're always searching for that 2 ETH. The next project, they're going to sell too early.
All Art of Seasons.
What's that?
Always
Yeah, look at Art of Seasons. Everyone was so. Yeah, that's a perfect example, man. Like everyone was so like bent up about holding projects post mint or post reveal, like that narrative of the post reveal dip, the post reveal dip. That's there for people to think, there's a post reveal dip and price is never gonna go up, or it just builds. It confuses people. Even myself, like I sold some Art of Seasons at point two, but I bought a lot of them because I really like the art. Most of the plays that I make, the conviction's in the art, not the volume. Like everyone's checking IC tools and shit. I just started checking IC tools, and I checked it for like 2 weeks, and I don't check IC tools anymore. Most of those big plays, like Akuma, Kiwami, like that is all based on the art and understanding taste in art. Looking at brands like Nike compared to Fila. You know, what does Nike do different than Fila? They do more marketing, they do more refined marketing. The messaging inside of their commercials goes a little deeper. There's these like micro things that people don't really look at or understand. You know, it's the NFT space is going to be here forever, but those are the things that I think are going to really pave the way. When people understand those things, like something Bored Ape does really well. You know, Cool Cats, they're fucking dumping. The game sucked.
So since you don't check IC tools anymore, is there like any specific thing you use to like check movement or anything? Or
I
is it
like checking block probe.
Block Pro?
Like when I'm trying to sell something, like to get into a position, I don't check anything.
We place equal priority on
All right, if something is new, it's like the Judah swing.
and spiritual development. However,
Art of Seasons.
it's just fun.
Who the fuck is that? Who was it?
I think it's Stan from Reddit.
All right, that boy. I don't know if he's taking a
Oh, apologies. Sorry. No, but Knit Yam is still pounding away at
Yeah,
that
the
wood.
Judah swing. Look at Art of Seasons. Price went up, and then it crashed. And then what happened?
Yeah.
People thought the project was dead. A crash from 0.2 to 0.06, people automatically in the space think the project's dead.
Yeah.
Automatically. That is known fact. People have that etched in their brain, and that is what makes them retarded because they're not dynamic in their thinking. I saw everyone, oh my God, Art of Season 0.06. What did I do? Now's the time to get it if you didn't get in. I called it again. Load up the boat. People, when a project goes to 0.2 and drops to 0.06, 80% of the time, it's never recovering. Saw it in Los Muertos, saw it in Feline Fiends. List goes on. All right, so prices just going down. And again, we could be wrong here with this analysis, which is why there's risk management. There's a 1 minute chart, so I don't like to really base any opinions on the 1 minute chart. That should be doing whatever it wants.
She's when I was in prison. Really, Cassie.
There it goes. So right now I got 1030 lot 30 times. That's 3 million. Zero 0.49 449. It's my stop right now. So this is a position I have on right now. I'm share it. So you guys can see I just put it on MetaTrader. Let me just show you. Window, MetaTrader. There it is. So on this platform, I put the position on. Same position I have on 049. Same position I have on TradingView right now. So my stop is 04949. So let's look at this. And here I am risking close to $2,000 on this position. Where's my trading view? Let me go back to trading view. Zero 5,257 is my take profit. So 0.5, what was it again? 0.5257, 0.5257, 0.5, 2, 5, 5, 7, 0.257, 0.257. I'm missing. There we go. So if I hit this, each position, these three each will make me $2,000 each. If I fail, I lose $2,000. If I win, I make $6,000. That's my current risk. After today, I mean, I doubled my account, so I could put on that type of risk confidently, knowing that 5,000 was my initial investment. Look at TradingView again. Yeah, going for this buy side liquidity will be really nice if we can get this move and it's short again here. You can make 20,000 in one day. Here we go. Here we go. Got one, the failure swing here on the money. What the fuck happened to my chart? Alright. So we got this failure swing here. A minute. Does anybody have any questions? Just gonna watch this here and see if we can get that target. Volume's kicking in. I'm gonna check forexfactory.com and that's gonna tell me if there's any news today. All right, so we got 12:30 news that already passed. 2:45 Euro news, French government budget balance. 3:55 a.m. Euro news, German unemployment change. And then at 10 a.m. we have JOLTS job openings. That's a red folder, and then the other two are yellow. So there's going to be a lot of volatility at 10 a.m. So from now, let's see if we can do the hourly chart. Yeah, so if we could reach this before 10 a.m., that would be really nice. 10 a.m., we have 3 targets here that potentially with the 10 a.m. news, we could spike and take out this liquidity. So we have liquidity there. We have liquidity there. As we have liquidity there. Lines. And we have liquidity here. Lines. And we have liquidity here. I might take profit. So I'm expecting to take this out. One thing I can do also is take one of these positions and bring them up here to this second target. If we hit that, that'd be really nice. That's $4,000 on one position, while the other 2 positions are $2,500. So that's almost $10,000 in one trading session. Obviously, we could be wrong. Price could reverse on us here, but based on the analysis, this is what we're working with. So 2 positions at 5,000. I'll take everything off, move my stop back above my entries, remove these will close out if they hit the target, and then the rest will leave. The last position will leave to see if we can reach that second target with some volatility at 10 a.m. But right now, just with volume from the London session, we should be able to hit this. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So we took this out. We didn't close above. I don't like that. Fib. We could potentially go back down here, hit this breaker again. We never came back to this breaker. So again here, back to the breaker. Shapes. So this would be your breaker here. This here. We never came back down. Like we created the breaker, we took out this low, created the breaker, went above. We still haven't came down. So we can see price hit this breaker and then go up. Or it could just take off and never see the breaker again. We're in some good profits here. I can close out and be in some pretty good profits. So Stand the Man, did you put on this trade with your account?
No, I didn't. I've actually never done any of these trades before, ever used this program before, but totally fascinated by what's happening here and just absorbing a kind of a new language.
Have it in.
Who, me?
You what?
No, I never did. No.
No, I was saying I did put 1 in.
You put one. You loaded your account with money.
Yeah.
So how much money are you up right now?
I don't know how to say it in English, but like I just did 1 time what you did, so I have like how much? Let me check.
Say it in Spanish.
30. No,
30
no, I was
bucks?
thinking with my friend, like, how much are we up? We're 30 bucks up. Pero le puse el menos lotaje porque no le puse como el tuyo.
Ok, ¿qué le pusiste?
Es solo una vez, o sea, pequeño, pues es que como estoy aprendiendo, pero ajá.
So 0.01?
Yeah, no. Wait, let me check.
Where are you doing it, on TradingView or on MetaTrader?
0.03. Sorry,
0.03,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
0.3, yeah.
0.3, okay, so you have a 0.3 lot on there.
Sure.
That's good. Right now I have 30 lots on.
Yeah, that's why I told you. I just did it once, you know. I didn't want to go all the way.
So look, we're at 3,000 right now. So right now everyone's thinking, oh shit, this is bullish, you know. But look at the time that we're in right now. It's London session, 2 a.m. The London kill zone comes on. All this price action, consolidation that it's leaving right now. We have this as a potential breaker here, never return. So that could be an area to get out. But I really like all of this, looks really juicy. All of this, like this swing missed and didn't take the high. Then this swing missed, didn't take the high. I really like that. And I really like that this structure here is now breaking above this high, which creates, the bias of a bullish. You have a breaker down here. Price could reverse down here and I'll be back to zero. I will still hold to my stop loss because I have confidence that this price right here, this area here is it just looks like a lot of people that were shorting could have stops up here. So I really like that to liquidate like regular people, the retail people that are thinking like they know what they're doing, but they don't. Just took this high here, so we could potentially start to see a retracement now. I like that this candle closed above this structure. I'll check the 5-minute chart. Yeah, so this candle, bullish candle, closed above this. That's really good. On the 15-minute chart, this candle is about to close in 3 minutes. We want it to close above this. And that is our confirmation that we are indeed on the move up. This isn't like set in stone, but if this does close above, it's really good. It's a really good sign. We have this that was already traded to here. If we close above, that's a really good sign. But yeah, Elmo, don't. How much money you said you put in?
We just put in like 1,500.
Okay, so what does your margin level say?
Like, how much would I mind losing, you mean?
The margin level, when you look at the profits, where the profits are, the margin level usually tells you. It gives you a margin percentage level. So if that level goes under 70%, you will be liquidated out of the position. See here, this.
I say you're talking about. Yeah, so I'm doing it with my friend. Like, he actually knows a little bit, and he's doing it somewhere else. We're just talking over the phone. So he's the one actually like putting it in, but he knows quote unquote what he's doing. So I guess that's why he just put like a super small one.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah,
look at
and
price doing what I said. So
that
now
print.
people probably, this looks really bearish, that wick, but we'll see what it does here. Look at price, look at that. Wow. Holy shit, that's your Judas swing right there. It came on the way down, so 3 o'clock, probably 2 hours, we can reach the target, hopefully. Let's just confirm here now. Next 15-minute candles opening up, going down, which I like. Judas down for the 15-minute. Just keep watching. So we have that candle on the 15-minute. That candle looks bearish, and it didn't close above, right? People are like, fuck, I missed the top to short it. And then they short here. And now look what price is going to do to them. It's going to really humble them.
Dobra. Nie wiem. Zabrałem przykrywkę z tego żarcia? Nie chcę mi się wierzyć.
Have you ever? Well, I guess you have, but like, have you ever been pulled out like at a huge loss, just instantly?
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I wouldn't know what I know today, bro.
Yeah,
Like
of
most
course.
people say trade demo. You know, trade demo. I was the guy that said, fuck that. I'm gonna run it up and I'm gonna make all this fucking money and
Feel
I'm
you,
gonna
feel you totally.
just do it. You know, I know what I'm doing. And sure enough, I got humbled many, many times, you know.
Totally.
But I'm the type of person I learn from doing. With a demo account, it's hard for me to learn. I need the pain, you know?
Feeling, man, totally. I feel that totally.
I need to feel the pain because I don't learn the
Same
lessons
thing with
without
the
the
demo
pain.
account, and I was like, dude, but like, at the end of the day, if you can do it there and you're doing fine, you should just do it. And he was like, I don't know about that, you know. So that's why I put in the money and I
Yeah.
made him do it, you know.
Yeah. So he's good in demo?
Theoretically, he's decent, you know. And I told him like, I've seen you do it, and I've seen like, you know what you're doing. So since I'm starting and he already like quote unquote knows a little bit more than me, I was like, he should take over, put in the things, and as I'm learning, he can also like teach me some things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. This is when I become a DJ and I throw another 5 lot in here.
But yeah, he's also baffled. Yeah, he's just like watching.
He's what?
He's also just baffled watching you like do everything.
Fuck, I missed it. That was it. I'm not gonna put it. I'm not a DJ today. Too much. This is, you see, like how I almost put another position. That's when you get overly confident. You start trying to pyramid shit, and then you lose all your money. And again, like I said, this could very much go the other way on us. You know, what if this is the Judas swing here, right? That's a potential. But I'm trading based on the fact that I like that this looks like a bearish rejection, and other people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's bearish," and I like to trade the opposite of what the whole everybody thinks, just because of 99% of traders are not profitable. So if I do the opposite of 99% of traders and continue to think that way, then that's the 1%. So we need to clear this high on the 1 minute now, and that'll confirm that we are indeed just caught the Judas swing.
Just out of ignorance, obviously because of like, I know for realistic reasons, you use like that amount of money. But would there be anything that would stop you from like scaling this to millions of dollars? No, right?
It just takes a lot of time, you know. Like for me to do this, I was up yesterday. I started trading at like 3 a.m. Right. Then I went to sleep. I woke up at 11, started trading again until like 4 p.m. And I went to
Yeah, you
sleep again.
basically
Then I woke up
24.
at 8. It's like it's very time consuming. Yes, it makes a lot of money. For me, NFTs are more fun, but I think this is a skill that everyone should know because you could do this from any part of the world. You know, you could do NFTs as well, but NFTs, you have a whole 2 months that you're just down. With this, you need to pay $1,000 of rent. You only have $10,000 to your name. You know that you could compound that. You know, in a month, you could turn it into, 16,000 or 20,000. I've been doing this for a while. I learned through pain. So, I just loaded up 5,000. I'm not scared of losing that 5,000 because I know I can get it back.
Yeah.
But I would say that doing something like this, it just requires a lot of time, patience, and understanding that no one is ever right all the time. Just
Yeah.
minimizing, like every week, you look at your trades, you take notes on all your trades. You look at them and you be like, yo, okay, what did I do this week that I know was wrong or that I didn't like? Or I saw something and I ignored it. What was it? How can I improve that to not do it again?
Yeah, at the end of the day, just like minimizing your losses, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Shit. This isn't looking good. All right, we still got 10 minutes to this 15-minute candle close. I think that's enough time to reverse here. Here, look what we did. Exactly how I predicted. Come down. If I take the fib here, we already have a fib there. That is 61%. I'll take as low as 70%. Here, boom, which is the breaker. So we did hit the breaker finally here. Hit it perfectly. So from here, we should get like faster price action. Like these next couple minutes and the next hour should like speed up. We hit the breaker, that should cause the reversal. One minute. Order block. If we clear this, like if we go below here, I was wrong. If we go below all this. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to be wrong, so you guys can see that I'm not always right, but yep, not looking good. Already cleared 70. Yep, this looks like it's going to break down. I'm going to keep my stops here, though, just because I have this structure here. That's also protecting my stops. And I'm going to be a degen. And I'm going to add a position. 5 lots. This is how you lose all your money, by the way. 5 lot right here. Stop. So risk 250. That one. Coming up on 3 a.m., we have the euro. Where is it? It's 3:55 a.m. 2:45. We have the French government budget. I created this move here. Gonna add another one there. Another risk of 260. There we go. So now we either lose it all or how much? I'm down 1,400 right now. See. We just rated this low. So people, like, you see I'm down like a bunch of money, right? People usually, this is where they get really scared.
They just panic.
But yeah, they just panic or that's why you have to define your risk. You know, initially coming into this trade, I knew, okay, if I lose, I'll lose $2,500. So this is where people kind of lose their shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's super important. Also, like people lose their shit like that in NFTs when they see shit like that. So if they
Yeah,
understood,
that's and then
they would go a
they
lot
start
deeper.
undercutting and everything. But NFTs is a different story because most of the people trading NFTs are inexperienced.
Yeah.
So it's a different story, you know.
Yeah, I guess it's a lot harder to predict in a sort of sense.
Hmm. Yeah, this looks like it really just gonna eat my stop. Yeah, ate it. Ate those two positions. Now it's gonna target my other positions. If we don't go up now, this is it. And this was the Judas. How did I know if the price keeps breaking down, I'll be able to get another entry short. You know I was wrong. If this is the Judas here, then I know that okay, if this is the Judas, I can catch a retracement to short it. A lot of the time when people fuck up a lot is because they try to they overtrade. I tend to suffer from this. I build too much confidence and then I overtrade. So that's another thing that you need to keep in mind. You know, every day when I was managing all that capital before NFTs, I would make sure that every day I only gave myself 5 trades. So those 5 trades, I had to make sure that they were like really good trades. And I really like this here. I'm just gonna pop in another position. I really like what the price is doing here. So if it lets, would like to throw another 10 lot, but I'm not gonna over risk just because I could be wrong again. And price is already showing that potentially. I like the price is stalling. Yeah, it's gonna break down. Yep. Yep. And just like that, we have been liquidated for how much did we lose there? We lost about 2,500 bucks. But look what price does after that fucking bullshit. But it happens. It's 3 a.m., 1 minute candle, then the 1 hour. This is what it looks like. Fuck. I'll get back in there. Just one position. And we'll go down here. So to make our money back, this position, our initial target was this here. So 2,500. There. So we're risking 700. We fail again. Just on 700. We would lose about 700 if we get stopped out again. And that is how you lose a bunch of money in one day, in one city. Yeah, somebody asks, is the cash out process easy? Yeah, it's pretty easy. You can cash out Bitcoin, or I believe they just added Ethereum, so you could also cash out Ethereum. I'm almost 80% sure that this is the Judas swing, and it wasn't this. And if we're right, this little thing is not gonna hold here. Little move, this little consolidation here. Price should blow past this. and then come down, and then let's go. The biggest thing is being patient in this shit and waiting things out, you know?
Hey, that shit can't be playing like that.
Yeah, you see what it does? It just there we go. And that's when I call it a night. And I don't get back into the market unless I'm gonna go for to short. But after taking an L like that, we don't revenge trade. That's the biggest, easiest way to lose all your money is revenge trading. So right now, what we can expect is price is just gonna come clear these lows. Wow. Wow. Way to go.
Hey, you love to see
Look
it.
what I missed.
Wow.
Look what I fucking missed. Oh my God. I cannot believe I missed that. Wow. But it happens.
Hey, that was
That's
good.
why it's very like when you do your analysis, you got to make sure you don't miss shit like this. Because, earlier I was talking about inefficiencies, my favorite thing to trade. On the 5 minute, I completely missed this inefficiency here, and price just rockets away from it. This is gonna go to my target now, and it's just it happens. You could be right on the bias, but if you miss, you got to be really delicate when you do your analysis. Since I was like trying to teach and shit, kind of flipped over.
So this thing
But
here you missed. This
there you
is
go.
like a
You have an
bottom of
inefficiency
sorts.
here too. This is probably just gonna blow past it. Yep. I can't believe I missed that. Close it in perfectly too. Donna said I need the pain. This is pain, bro. This is pain. This is what makes you fucking sit on a chart for 3 hours before you put on a trade. Missing shit like this. Obvious shit. Okay, look at this fucking candle. Like, holy shit. We're gonna do a little revenge trading. Fuck it. We lose it all. We lose it all today. I'll risk another 1,500. Modify to make. And I'm only doing this so you guys can see not only my degen side, but you guys can also. Again, remember I started this account with 5,000, so we're playing with house money right now. So I need to get triggered here. If I do, if I don't, I still leave another inefficiency here. It's a possibility. If I don't get triggered here, I'm not getting in. It's probably gonna happen after the next 15-minute candle. If it does, this just looks too strong to push me in. Probably won't. It's likely gonna leave an inefficiency here for the New York session. Probably hit my target, come down to the 70% during New York, and continue up. This is another. This here is another thing. It's called a balanced price range. When you have two inefficiencies across from each other, it usually works as a shelf. So I don't expect price to come down my target. It's just gonna moon. Mm-hmm. Gone. So if I had to reflect on what I did wrong here, I would say I was impatient in getting into my positions. I got in my positions before 2 a.m., which is just a no-no. Getting into them before 2:30 London session, mid-London session. My charting was off. And I tried to get back in the, I was too impatient getting back into the position.
Were you too impatient with a buy, did you say?
What's that?
Sorry, I just tuned in. Did you say you were too impatient buying back into the position?
Yeah, so like I'm saying, if I could reflect on what I did wrong, I was too early buying.
Yeah.
So usually I buy from 2:30 a.m. to about 3:30. That hour is my window
Yeah.
to buy. So I was too impatient and I got in too early.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I got stopped out, I kept trying to get in with too high of a lot size. So when you're risk managing your positions, right? If you have a 10 lot and you get stopped out, the next position needs to be a 5 lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Not
need to
higher.
cut it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not higher. So even now, like I'm being a degen, but this account, I started with 5,200. We ran it up to 1,200, and I was trying to do it to 20,000,
Oh,
but
wow. Yeah. How much did you make last
but
night?
yeah, like
I think you made like at least 2K or something like that.
last night I made like 2K from
Yeah.
5,200
Yeah.
to 7,400, and then during the day I made like in all I had, I believe I ended the 24-hour period. I think it was like 7,000 something in profit.
Nice. Is this like a
So
flip
right
challenge?
now,
Are you trying to grow it as fast as you can then?
not really. Like I just loaded $5,000 and said, "Fuck it, we're gonna teach Platoon how to trade forex."
Nice. Nice.
But this, I'm not like really using any risk management
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
account. You know, like I have a buy limit on a 20 lot after getting stopped out for 30
Yeah.
lots. You know,
Yeah.
but I'd like to get this account to 20K, and I'll withdraw 10K and try to do it again.
Yeah. I
Once I
don't see
withdraw
why you can't.
10K, if I withdraw 10K, I already made 100%
Yeah.
return, and I have 10K to play with. There's a website, ftmo.com. You could actually take a trading test about, they give you $100,000 to trade with in a demo account. And basically you take the 100,000, you need to make a 10% return in 30 days.
Not bad.
If you do that, you then pass on to the verification stage. You have to do it again, but it's 100,000. You got to make 5% return. You could do it, then you get $100,000 to trade, and you make, I believe it's 90% of the profits now.
Oh, really? Before it was 70-30, I heard. Maybe they've made it a bit
Yeah,
better.
before it was 70-30. Now I think, because everyone was failing that shit left and right, you know.
Yeah.
So when I was trading FTMO, it was 70-30.
Yeah.
So
Do you think it's worth the FTMO thing?
I think it's worth it for people that have really low capital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, for me, I could take 20 grand and throw it into a Forex account. For someone that, you know, is working a 9 to 5 and they have like maybe $600 of disposable income, they could pay to take the test. And if they pass it, they could quit their job and trade for a living.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I do think there's perks to it. But if you have like 10,000 to throw into an account, like I would recommend doing that and trading your own money. Just because FTMO, you know, the first fucking once you pass the verification stage, you have those 10 minimum trading days.
Yeah.
You have to wait. So usually, like FTMO, I could pass FTMO in 10 days. Like,
Sounding
I
tempting
think I
now.
took FTMO like 3 times and passed it in one sitting. But that just like you get the King Kong feeling, you go overly confident, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the friend that I'm doing this with, he was gonna do that, but I just told him I can just give him the money to do it. So that's what we're still just on that works, you know.
True.
You know, we're gonna say fuck it, and we're just gonna get in here because right, we're talking about it. And
It's
as soon as I
tempting
get
now,
in,
though.
price is just gonna go down.
It's tempting at 90% though, split. It's a lot better
It's
than
tempting.
70.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but you have all those rules in it too, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can't that's where they fuck you, right?
Yeah.
Your risk management needs to be so on point, you know, only risking 2% of the account, you know, shit like that.
Yeah.
It's gotta be so on point that
You can't really trade freely. Yeah.
it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like people say it's easy. I don't think it's easy. Just because, you know, if you I think it's on a $100,000 account, you can't lose 10,000. What is it? You can't lose 5,000 in one day. Like you can't be down draw in 5,000 worth of drawdown. That means every position that you get into, you can't like overly leverage or anything.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to think about. For your friend Elmo, I would recommend him to do it just because FTMO also they give you a lot of stats, right? Like they set those rules because they want you to be a good trader. But I think trading $100,000 account with the rules that they have, I would prefer to pay the 1,200 and then take the 200,000 account. That way, 2% of 200,000, you know, the rules change at that level. You'll get 10,000 that you can't lose. Basically, can't lose 10,000 in one sitting in a 24-hour period. So that gives you more buffer to get a little more risky. You know, if you're risking 5,000 per trade,
إذا إمام
a
خرج
3 to 1. What's that?
Fuji, what's up, my friend? G Bruno, you're hot micing, I think, bro.
Ma uma che prova, non vedo. Ah, raga.
Yeah, he's muted himself.
Wow, look at that. So we could say that we were right. We were just impatient.
Where did you get stopped out, Print?
I got stopped out here under these lows, and then I got stopped out under this low.
And now it's taken off in your actual direction. Yeah.
Yeah, but I missed this inefficiency here. This is where I fucked up. Like looking back, this is where I fucked up. Like, you know, 2 hours ago, I was on live teaching people about all this stuff, I'm talking about how this is my favorite trade, but
Yeah.
when I charted on TradingView, I completely missed the 5-minute inefficiency. And that's where I got, fucked
But
up.
yeah. Have you slept, by the way?
Yeah. I slept during the day. When I trade, I sleep usually in spurts.
Okay. Where's your next point that you think you might try and get back in, or you're
I'm
looking
already
for?
back in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm 1,400 in profit. I got back
nice.
in. I got back in right here when I saw this. This right here. So my target is up.
He was like
Is up
1
here.
second late. So
Was it a
that?
market order?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
market orders.
Okay, cool.
When I already identified the Judas swing, it's straight market orders.
What's a Judas swing? What's that?
The Judas swing is the swing that happens in London that traps people in the wrong direction.
I like the
So,
name Judas. Judas swing.
Yeah, so like when we were trading, we identified that this could have potentially been the Judas swing for a
Yeah.
bearish move. But then after seeing the price break and then this inefficiency here after getting stopped out a couple of times, we identified that this was the Judas swing. And as soon as this tapped here once, and the second price came down, stopped me out again, and then completed the inefficiency and immediately just shot up.
Yeah.
Now we're just mooning. And then at 355, we have Euro news, which that'll give us enough volatility probably to reach our take profit here.
So do you do like top-down analysis, or do you just keep it on the lower time frames, or do you start from like the daily, the 4-hourly, hourly?
I start from the monthly. I
Yeah.
haven't traded since September. So yesterday was my first time trading Forex again.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Just because it's so time consuming for me, like the way that I like trading.
Yeah.
I like trading all the sessions. I like, following price.
Yeah. It's a
Month.
lot of chart work.
Mm-hmm. Looking at like interest rates, if the U.S. interest rate is higher than the euro, that means that the U.S. dollar is going to move higher.
Yeah.
The euro, meaning the euro is going to go down. So these are all like macroeconomic things I like to look at. I didn't even look at it, yesterday I looked at COT data, but I didn't really look at interest rates or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we're back at 10,000 in equity. Close out right here. Before we started trading, we were at 1,200 in equity, 12,000 in equity. So we're still down 2,000.
You mean for the day, for the daily?
For the day. Like account balance was 5,200. I ran that up to 12,000.
Yeah.
And now my equity, if I close now, we're at 10,000. So from where I was before I started trading now, like this session, we're still down 2,000 from our initial start.
Yeah, but that's all right though. Sometimes you're not always going to be up at every moment.
Yeah, and that's what when I was talking earlier and I was teaching people, that's something that I told them, like 30% accuracy at a 3-to-1 risk to reward, you're
More than
profitable.
enough. Yeah.
That's more than enough. With the things I know, it's closer to I would say 70%. But
yeah,
if I record the stats, just because of the way that I trade, if I was to record all the stats, it wouldn't show that. The profits would look like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Because you know how to manage your risk in the trades as well, and your position sizing
Yeah.
changes a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but Forex is I think one of the best assets to trade just because of the volatility in it.
Yeah.
And it allows for big moves that you could lose $5,000. You know, you put $5,000, you could throw a 10 lot on there, and if you're accurate on that first trade, you could double that account with one trade.
No, true, true.
So we're moving up here. 2,300 in profit. If we reach the target, I'll be back to break even, I believe.
I think you'll be even a bit over that probably.
Let's see. Right here, we're looking at 2,600, 30. Yeah, we'll be a little bit over that. And with the news at 10 a.m., we could potentially reach this.
What time is it over there? 3 a.m.
Right now it's 3:31
Okay,
Eastern
yeah.
a.m. So if we hit this right here, that's $7,000 like at 10 a.m. You know, and there's a
Yeah.
small inefficiency here as well that you can see.
Would you keep the trade running, or would you enter again? Or
I would enter again just because at 5 a.m., that's usually the London reversal, 5, 6 a.m.
yeah,
At 7:30 a.m. starts the New York session, and that's when you usually get that big retracement. From 5 a.m., like, if you can catch a 70% retracement on New York session, that's like an 80% accuracy trade.
nice.
So if we were looking at this move, right, we have the Judas, the London low. So if we took a fib, let's say if we wanted to predict where price was going to be during New York, right? Then I would take a fib, and I would, let's say price reverses up here somewhere. Let's delete this fib. Okay, so let's say price reverses up here somewhere, like it comes all the way up and then reverses, and
Yeah.
it's like 5 a.m., then 6 a.m., then 7:30, then 8, and then by the time it reaches the 70%, which is right here, by the time it reaches the 70%, which I'll probably leave this buy limit here, if we could reach target. By the time it reaches here, I can get into another long, because this move today, I was sitting down trying to catch the weekly Judas swing. So if this bottom here is the weekly Judas swing, then that will give me indication that Wednesday, Thursday is going to be expansion to the upside.
Yeah, yeah.
This is for my buy limit, so I'll put this up here. Put this on the higher. So I want to target this order block here. So I have a limit, a buy limit here. I'm gonna put it up here, over here.
So you expect it to go up, hit your TP, then come back down, and then hopefully trigger your buy limit and go up again, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I'm sleeping during New York session,
yeah,
and I'm expecting, you know, this take profit to hit, come down 70%, hopefully. There'll probably be somewhere, there's an inefficiency here that's being created right now.
yeah.
Let me just delete all these
Anytime my buy limits get triggered, I always forget about them, and then by the time I check, it's either gone really crazy or really bad.
Yeah. So I have a buy limit here. We have this inefficiency here that was
Yeah.
created. So I would put my buy limit.
Do you set up these limits with stop losses or no?
Yeah, this one has a stop. You see how I move it? It's the
Yeah.
stop loss is already set and the take profit
Okay.
is already
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
So I would come like, let's say halfway of this inefficiency, just in
Yeah.
case that we hit the 50% of it.
Yeah.
And I would like to be triggered there. Or maybe up here, which would be this would be the breaker. So I would do something like maybe right here. And New York session will come, hit that breaker, and then will take me up to the next shelf up here. So we're back. We're about to hit back to our initial. I know I said I wasn't gonna get back in, but we degened in, and it was for the better. So
Yeah.
this I don't want to put this here because this could, it looks strong, but it could always
Break.
do some bullshit and
Yeah.
just come down. So I'll just leave it there.
Oh, do you put your stop loss into profit as well? Sometimes do you do that as well then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this one, I can move it. I could put it here, and the
Yeah.
most I would, if I lose, I'm still winning 1,600.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. I like those trades the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're already in profit, but
Yeah.
it's hard to do that. I don't like doing it too much just because
The
a
market
lot of the
reverses.
time you get stopped out
Yeah.
and
And then it still goes in your direction.
Yeah. And it's not like you wanted to get stopped out. You just happen to put your
Yeah, I know. It's a catch-22 though, man. I hate when I've seen like a good amount of profits and they all go back, or even turns into a losing trade.
Yeah. See, I don't even like MetaTrader. There's a lot of things that I still can't for some reason.
Yeah, I only used MetaTrader a bit on my mobile. I've never actually, well, I've opened it once or twice like this, but I would never trade like this, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Like this just cleared all this liquidity. So like this would be a good time to get the fuck out, or at least take out half the position,
Yeah.
We have this inefficiency here as well. There's a lot of reasons to get out of the position.
Do you think it could get rejected
Not
from
get
here,
greedy.
maybe?
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
I think it's not as likely. What if this is a 15-minute chart? So this candle still has about 7 minutes in it. So we'll just watch it and see what it's doing. But this I don't like. That's like wicking like that. But this also scares people that are long, So you have to think of all the scenarios that could potentially be going through the retail traders' minds.
Are we at support in
I
the
like
higher
the
time frames?
What's that?
I said, are we at support in the higher time frames? Or have we broken out? Is this the 15 minutes or the monthly?
This is we have the 15-minute. What do we have? So if we look at the daily, there's not really anything stopping this price from filling in this void.
Yeah.
And if we did something like that, like if we got triggered, look, imagine we got triggered.
Yeah.
You see the profits on the left?
Yeah, serious.
Like if we got triggered in New York, bro, and then just took this high, that would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be $17,000 in profit. And these candles are all one day. So you can see like this candle, if we get a candle like even this here, we could hit that.
Yeah, exactly.
$17,000. Look at this big ass candle. Look at it, like these, you know, like that's how I look at stuff. Like, what's the possibility of price reaching like that high in one day? Maybe it does it in 2 days. You know,
Yeah.
but there's definitely going to be a retracement here. If the candle's going to come here and target that, there's definitely going to be more than enough times for you to get in here. Long. You know, we can, like I said, New York session is going to come, boom, go up. And then tomorrow during London, the Judas swing is going to come down again, then boom. And it's just going to like continue to work the shelves and the market structure up.
Yeah.
We do have an inefficiency here that it rejected off of. I want to see price just continue up. But this is how you train on trading, like literally sitting on these charts and looking at price and being like, oh shit, you know, I missed something. And then that starts to create your eye and your routine on your bias and
Yeah.
what you're looking for.
Some people say it doesn't really take a lot of time, you know, to trade, and you can just look at the charts for a few minutes and go on with the rest of your day. And I think sometimes that is possible, but like you said, a lot of the times I think it is literally watching price action and structure and develop and making sure you're aware of every possibility and acting on it in a timely manner, basically. That's when you make the most.
Yeah, exactly. For example, people say like you could do that, right? But
yeah,
that all depends, right? Like if I wanted to trade 10 pips, I would have been done already and I would have been in profit.
Exactly.
You know, but I'm trying to catch a big move to show people, you know, even if I look what I'm about to show you. This was my chart before I even started trading, which pisses me off, you know, that I'm here talking and just like missing my own shit. But let me show you my trading view right now, which was the chart. This is what I charted before we even got on. This was
if I show you my crypto charts from 2016, bro, I should be a multi-millionaire, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, this was supposed to be my trade right here. Look, this was my short. This was my original trade, my short, taking out this buy side liquidity. I just fucked the bag up.
Press the play button. Is it not on it? Oh, that's your
Play
actual chart.
button?
You didn't publish it. Oh, okay.
No, this is the actual chart. Like,
yeah.
I never published this. This was before I got on MetaTrader. I charted this.
Yeah.
This is how I was basing my analysis. This was my bias was the price was gonna move up and then drop down. And then now, you know, this will be a good time to get out of my trade.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just because this was my original bias. I missed a little inefficiency here.
And how many pips was that? Like 1,000 or something? Maybe a bit more.
I mean, shit, bro.
It's a lot.
This is a lot of pips.
Yeah.
From here, it's 26 pips.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like if you could catch 26 pips a day times 5, you know, that's 100 pips a week. That's more than enough to really look at that. Yeah, 100 pips a week. That's a lot.
I guess it depends on your account size as well, how much you're using, but it is a lot.
Yeah. I have this order block as support here. And this low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my position. I'm going to do I'm gonna take my stop loss here. This 58. Nope, that's not it. It's this one. Or 9. I'm gonna take my stop and I'm gonna put it. Yeah, right down here. So if we are really bullish, price should not come down below this. Should take this out and immediately go up. Take this low and immediately go up. The low, now we should get a rejection up if we're really bullish. And then the next 15-minute candle. And this is when I become a degen and I throw another 20 in there.
Do you have it on one click trading or something? One click?
Yeah, I got this right here for market orders.
Okay.
So this one, we want to clear the inefficiency here. Do it. That's another 17 locked in. 1700. Got our stop there for that position here. We're really bullish. We should not take this low. And this should be 50%. Drop the fib. Should be 50%. Yep. So we're bouncing off the 50. This is a really nice. So if I would have missed this whole move, this would have been a good entry here at the 50%.
Yeah.
This could potentially be a breaker here. All of this high, this low, this high, breaker here. But we will see. One thing I would say that most people that teach Forex, they would never do this. Live
What in
trade.
terms of live trade? No, they would never do this. No, they wouldn't.
They would never do. They would never live trade because
they're full of shit.
Wouldn't do it. Yeah.
For the most part, anyway. To be fair though, it is pressuring anyway. Like it's you're doing really good, bro. Like it's a big deal.
I do it because I've just been doing this shit for so long. But even like missing that inefficiency earlier, like that shit is still in my fucking head. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like fuck. Like the simplest move. Like, how can you miss this?
Yeah, literally.
And all the profits you just like threw in the garbage for missing that. Because these inefficiencies sort of work like magnets.
Yeah, they always get filled.
For the most part, yeah, 90%. Every gap, every inefficiency.
Yeah.
Even here, there's another one. For price to come back down here is this 15-minute candle has about 10 minutes left in it. So that's 10 1-minute candles. This is a trade most people won't take, just because there's no structure for them to take it.
Yeah.
But I am a degen. And I'll use structures on the 1 minute. This right here is a breaker. I don't know, the break, the retest. So I doubt price would come back down to this breaker after an impulse like that. Well, I need my money back. What was it? This one, if we hit that, that's 17. Let's go, let's go. I want price to just do one of those fucking, like, we're about 355, we're about to get this news now. The bank's already probably pricing it in. I need to take this.
You need a crazy wick.
Yeah, I want to, one thing I want to do is I want to keep a position. I want to take this position out. But this one, I want to, this one, which is a 6-1, the buy, 4-9, 4-9, this one, I want to close half of it.
How long have you been trading?
2 years?
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Okay, we took one profit from that tiny position. We're at 13. We're up $1,000 from the original trading session, so we're happy. We're back. We're back. This position I want to take. I don't want to hit this. Okay, we'll close it. Wanted to just take half the position off for some reason. I don't know why she doesn't let me take partials. You have it, folks. We are back in profit. Check account history. 7,894 in profit from an initial $5,200 deposit from, and that closes the London session for us. We'll leave the buy limit right here. If we get a reversal here, let's get our 15-minute. I would like to see price fill this.
You're making me want to get back on Forex, bro.
That's what we're here to do, bro. When NFTs are down, we trade Forex.
No, I trade
make
futures like most days, to be honest with you, like crypto. But you're making Forex look really interesting again, man.
Crypto, I think I just don't like the spreads, man, on crypto.
Yeah, but you can make so much more, man. You get like 30% moves, 20% moves, like in a day and stuff like that.
You got that with Forex too.
Not 30%. Well, with your leverage, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Well, 1 to 500 leverage, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
My initial trade was a short up here, like I showed you on TradingView, so we can see what happens. I have the trade still open on TradingView.
Yeah.
The $120 in profit. I would like to get in here short, but I don't want to put on any more risk, especially at this time, unless it's long, since we already got our Judas swing. So we're happy with whatever we made. I think. Let me see, what was it? I've been just documenting everything on. Yeah, so we were at the ending balance before we sat down was 12,128. Now we're sitting at 13,113. So that's $1,000 gain. I'll take it. After losing,
that buy limit there, or are you gonna cancel it?
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it here for the New York session.
So you're not gonna be up for New York session.
I'm probably not gonna be up, but I'm expecting this breaker to get triggered. Price could chop here all the way to 730, and then start making its way down 830, 930, and then boom, trigger, and then we go long. This was the initial impulse here. So this is where we're gonna set the fib, 70%. See, I think I could edit this fib.
Function at layer 2 of the OSI stack, learn MAC addresses, and use that information to populate the MAC address table, which is a mapping of the MAC address to the port that it is reachable on. In this lecture, we're going to take a look at how that works.
We got the 70 here. Optimal trade entry. Oh, move this on here. I'd be happy with that trade if it triggers me in. I stand to lose 1480. Even cut that in half. 70%. We're about like a 75%. Retracement. That'll be a nice trade for me. I'll take it. If we don't if we reverse from here or keep chopping until New York. Obviously, if we go above this, price probably wouldn't even come back to that zone.
So you didn't have a session tomorrow? Yeah, Print.
If I go to sleep now, I can wake up around 11, which would be London close.